Hi, Prairie Ann here. You probably know me from that hit talk show, The Women of Sweet Spine County, but I'm not here to talk about me today. My fellow celebrities and I have discovered some incredible counties and towns in our neighboring communities that you're sure to want to learn about. Let's take a look.
Located in West Branch, Iowa, in Cedar County, you will find Main Street Antiques and Art. Established in June 1975 by owners Louis and Colleen Pietzak, Main Street Antiques and Art is a wonderful blend of old and new. Colleen and Louis met when they were students at the University of Iowa. Louis was studying art and Colleen speech pathology. After finishing up his undergraduate work, Louis received a draft notice from the U.S. Army. The couple were planning to get married and did before Louis left for basic training. Louis eventually became an Army illustrator at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Colleen remained in Iowa City to finish up her graduate degree before joining Louis. After his 2 years of service were finished, they returned to Iowa City and Louis got his graduate degree in art education with a studio emphasis. He was asked if he wanted to work on a Master's of Fine Art degree in painting, and with the help of the GI Bill, he received his MFA and began looking for a college teaching job. Basically, there were none or only short-term jobs, so he taught art classes at the Iowa City Community Recreation Center. Louis's parents had run an antique shop as a hobby out of their home when he was growing up, and Louis found it very interesting. When visiting West Branch, they saw a for rent sign in a building on Main Street and decided to start an antique business on a shoestring budget with items they purchased and some given to them by his parents. During the 1970s, 80s, and 90s, there was a great interest in antiques. Along with running the shop, they began doing antique shows around the country. Along the way, we have had to adjust to the changes in the antique business, Louis shared in a recent interview. I tell my wife what we got for wedding presents is now highly collectible. Louis also maintains a studio in the shop and continues to paint and develop his own art style. His artwork gravitated to being narrative paintings involving a lot of color and using lots of patterns. Colleen and Louis invite you to stop and see all they have in store for you at Main Street Antiques and Arts, West Branch, Iowa.